Hey. Keep those eyes open, sweetheart. Don't you fall asleep on me. We're about to make camp. The horses need a break, and I'm going to need your help setting up for the night. You won't mind tying up your skirt and pitching in, will you? Don't give me that poisonous gaze, darling. As long as you're wearing that get-up, I'm gonna tease you about it. Not that you don't look quite fetching in it, but I get a bit grumpy if I can't have a bit of fun at someone else's expense. You might look delicate, but I reckon you got thicker skin than most people think. I'm gonna pull over here. There's an abandoned path to a clearing through here. It'll be the perfect spot to pass the night in safety. How do I know? I just do, all right, darling. I thought we went over this a few hours ago. I know how to find things. There. See? Right ahead. There's a brook running nearby, and it's fresh water. So, good for us and the horses. Whoa, Smithy. Whoa, Maple. Good girls. Hop on down and help me unhitch. Don't get any ideas about running. You know what happens if you do. There we are, girls. You worked hard today hauling us around. Take a break and go get a nice long drink. You thirsty too, darling? Here. Take this flask and go get yourself some water while I unload the supplies from the cart. Maybe wash your face clean while you're at it. Go on now. Come on over here if you're finished. You can help me set up the tent and campfire. Oh, well now, looky here. That's your real face, huh? I hope you don't mind me saying, you really didn't need all that paint to look pretty. You really are a fair boy, aren't you? I'm still impressed with how that makeup completely transformed your face, though. Really sold the illusion. Your dress don't quite match your face now, though. What are you doing? You had a full set of clothes underneath that thing. Damn, I'd have never guessed. Well, now that you're done with that, lend me a hand with the tent. Never seen a design like this, huh? I am from an entirely different region than you, judging by your accent. So, maybe your tents are different. Here, you hold up that support with one hand, and this rope in the other. Now, when I get into position, we'll both be pulling from opposite ends. Then the canvas and the thinner supports sewn into it will start to form the structure. You'll see what I mean. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, haul! Keep hauling. It's starting to form. It'll snap into place in a second, so be careful that you watch out for them. You okay there, darling? I thought you looked willowy, but I never would have thought a 10 could knock you down. You sure you're okay? Good. Take this hammer and tack all 4 stakes into the ground. What about magic? You think I'm going to waste magic for such a small task? I'm guessing you can't use magic yourself. But let me tell you, those of us who can know not to use it lightly. Yeah, it could make life easier, but given the choice to hammer a few stakes into the ground or sit on my ass and do it with magic, I'll do it with my own hands every time. Which is why I'm gonna go get the fire going the old-fashioned way. Gonna cook us dinner too. You hungry? Yeah, I'll just bet you are. I bagged a boar earlier this morning. I could fry us up some ribs. Listen, darling. Just because you're my target doesn't mean I'm gonna let you starve. Unlike most other people, I always find what I need when I need it. So, might as well treat you to some decent food while you're out traveling with me. Don't you worry about that. Just keep hammering and do it well. I don't want to have to redo your sorry work if you slack off. Took you long enough, darling. I'm just now putting the meat in the pan. Why are you standing like that? You hiding something behind your back? Don't lie to me. Let me see your hand. Are we really gonna go through this again? Show me, or I'll tackle you and take a look myself. That's more like it. What the? How the hell'd you tear your hand up so bad? I didn't hear a peep out of you the whole time you were working. I kinda respect you for not crying out when it happened, but that looks really ugly. No wonder you wanted me to use magic. If that's what happens when you pick up a hammer. Ah, the stake splintered. Huh. Yeah, guess that can happen to the best of us. Alright, come here. I got some disinfectant potion. I'll break out the bandages too. Come on, sit down next to me and give me your hand. I don't bite, darling. Give me your hand. I'm not gonna cut you again. There. You see? Looks like you managed to hurt yourself much worse than I did. That cut I made is the least of your worries on this hand now. Here. This potion is going to sting. Brace yourself. Now hold still while I wrap you up. That'll protect the wounds while the potion does its work. You seem so surprised that I'm helping you. It's kinda cute. Gives you a kind of lost puppy appeal. But it's pretty sad too. You must have roughed it for a long time if you're surprised that I treat you like a human being. Just because you're wanted, dead or alive, doesn't mean that death is an option I like to utilize. When I said I prefer my targets to carry their own weight, what I was trying to say is, I hate killing when I don't have to. Don't get it confused. I will if a target makes me. But I'd rather keep 'em around as good company. Makes the journey pass easier. Friends are hard to come by in this world, so might as well make the most of the companionship in any form while it lasts. I know it's a strange way of thinking, perhaps, to the likes of you, but, this is how I've lived my life. This is what I know. You're all bandaged up. Try not to hurt yourself any more in the course of this trip, will ya? Oh, I gotta flip the meat. That's browning up so nice. Smell that? I find all the best seasonings. The freshest stuff is really the best, and I always know where it's growing along the route. What's that you're muttering, darling? Oh, I see. You're just as jaded as I am. Saying most people aren't pleasant company anyway. Those are the words of a lonely, hurting person if I ever heard 'em. Don't deny it, because I would know. So why don't we agree just to be jaded together? For the time we have, why not try to enjoy each other's company? Give me a chance to prove you wrong. I knew you were as hungry as a fox. I'd like to say that's because of my excellent cooking, but I have a feeling you'd have reacted the same way to a piece of hardtack. Anyway, now that dinner's over, I'm going to bed. You sleep in the cart, or next to the fire. There's an extra bedroll you can pull out of my supplies. I'll be in the tent. Oh, darling. If this is your way into sweet-talking me into letting you have the tent, it's not gonna work. Hey, whoa now. I wasn't inviting you to. Oh, well, I can't imagine my lap is any more comfortable than the ground. But if you want, make yourself at home. You're not getting in my tent, though. Better get that through your pretty little head. Is that a fact? Been thinking about what I said earlier. What might that be? Sorry, darling, but that's not what I meant by enjoying each other's company. Though, I guess I'm not gonna complain. You're nice to look at, and it's been far too long since I held a warm body in my arms. This is such a nice moment, darling. I don't think you want to go and ruin it by reaching for my knife. You really thought you had me going enough to let my guard down? You might be breathtaking when you turn on the seduction, but did you forget? I know that it's a weapon in your hands. I'm not an idiot. If I threw myself at every target who's tried to seduce me, I'd have been dead plenty of times over now. Now, no need for mean words. Oh, that's what you're upset about? Please. I told you I'm alone most of the time, darling. When I get a chance to hold someone close and kiss on them like that, I'll take it. It's just a matter of dividing attention, you see. Oh, that's right. Of course you'd know all about that. It's how you've survived. So have I. Of course, that can explain why you look like you might need to go dunk yourself in that cold brook. I'll leave you to deal with that however you wish. Don't you dare try coming into my tent in the night. My crystal will knock you back if you come within 2 feet of the tent in any direction. Good night, then. Sleep well, darling.